Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Av and welcome to the block. And today we got some more Kagurabachi, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this chapter was OD. I was not expecting this chapter to go this way after the way the last chapter went. I know the last chapter ended with Chihiro awakening his N10 sword, his N10 Enchanted blade, and I thought it was gonna go a certain way. I thought he was gonna, go crazy for a little minute, and then his body was gonna start failing on him because he told us that his body was in no condition. All the guards were saying his body's in no condition. So it was like I was expecting him to go crazy before a limited amount of time, and this chapter just surprised me like crazy, bro. And we're gonna get into that in a second, but before we get into that, and if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Be sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on notifications to be alerted whenever a new video goes live. If y'all want more Kagurabachi content, be sure to support your boy, support the gang, join the socials with the links in the description in the about section of my YouTube. And without further ado, let's get right into this. So this chapter, Kagurabachi chapter 15, was a Char and Chihiro centric chapter, to say the least. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, this chapter was just everything. This chapter was everything for me, for these two characters, and the focus was completely on them. The chapter starts off with Char, and we're starting to look at her backstory. We're learning a little bit more about her, and I don't think we really seen anything about Char in the past 15 chapters. So this is like the first time we're really seeing everything, how she got into the position that she was in, why she needed to be, taken in by Chihiro, Shiba, and all of them, and why, she was on the run in the first place. And we start to learn a little bit more about her, and we actually see her mom. So her mom was also obviously like her, because they are in the same clan. And we start to learn a little bit more about what they got going on. Char goes to school and she ends up getting hurt, and her mom is trying to check in on her injury, but it's completely healed. And she tells Char, like, yo, Char, you can't be out here showing this off in front of anybody. You can't let anybody see it. And she explains to her daughter, she's like, yo, I can't let nobody see this. You can't let anybody see this, because if somebody bad was to find out about your power, then it would be bad for you. It would be bad for us. So you can't tell nobody unless it's somebody very special. And she asked her, she's like, yo, do you have anybody special? Did you ever tell anybody? And we actually learned that the only person that her mom ever told about her abilities, her healing and powers and all that stuff, was actually Char's dad. And that nigga was scared. That nigga ran away, yo. So she ain't got no dad, bro. So it's just her and her mom's. And she asked her mom's like, so you not happy then? You don't have anybody like that? And she's like, nah, I got you, so I'm the happiest person on the planet. So Char was actually with a loving mother before everything happened. She was good. And then it forwards to somebody ringing their doorbell. So I'm assuming this is when everything started to go left, when somebody pulled up and a gang of people pulled up and kidnapped them to use them for their powers and stuff like that. And then it goes back to Chihiro, and this man Chihiro, like at the end of the last chapter, activated God damn start dying activated Kuro Chigiri, but now he uses Kuro Scatter, and this one shots that dude that pulled up on him last chapter, like completely cuts his upper body in half in one blow. So we trying to figure out what's going on. They trying to figure out what's going on. Like, yo, he did that in one cut. And then we find out, like, nah, it's not one cut. Kuro is a bunch of different attacks that he ended up scattering around, which is why it's called scatter. So he used a bunch of attacks at once, 20 mini attacks that simultaneously did the cutting. So that's why he was able to cut them. And this is actually good for him, because since his body's in no condition to fight, he actually needs to scatter this. It's kind of like scattering around his power, but while keeping the same intensity of the ability. So he can kind of surpass the whole body no condition thing. It helps him be able to fight while his body is in the state that it's in. And this man is on some just extra shit. He turns on Nishiki and starts cutting off everybody's heads. Like, when I tell y'all, this man was on a mission this chapter, yo. He was on a mission. We start to see a little bit more. We go back in the past, and Sojo is talking to everybody. He's like, yo, eating the flesh of the Kiyonagi clan will make you immortal. We already knew that their clan had special powers that would allow them to heal, and now Sojo is trying to use those same abilities to try to make kind of like a bootleg version of the Enchanted blade, see if he can use those same abilities to make the same blades that Chihiro's dad would make, so that he could start a new war, get some new powers with the new blades that he makes, etc., whatever. So he would say that over a decade ago, not long after the war, when the rumors spread that the Kuyonagi's clan was ravaged, the whole clan was exterminated, but the last two survivors were actually Char and her mom. But then we find out that somebody had to end up ratting them out. And when we saw that doorbell ring, that was when all that happened. But we find out that the person that ratted them out was actually Char's dad, bro. So that nigga was scared, ran with his tail between his legs, and snitched on the mom, on his wife and his daughter, bro. So that's fucked up, bro. That's crazy. So Char actually went through it. Like, not only is she out here having her body, her skin, her flesh, her blood and everything used, taken from her to use for these blades and all this stuff, but she was sold out by her own dad, and that's crazy, man. I feel bad for Char, yo. That's one thing that I really like about Char as a character, is that in the beginning, it was like really lighthearted with her. She brought like a sense of humor to the series in a sense, but over time you really start to really sympathize with her and what she's going through and what she's going through at this point in time. Like the feelings that's being brought into her and how she affects everybody else and bringing everybody together, like Chihiro, and giving him something to fight for other than just what his dad worked for, is something that's really refreshing to get all the time, every chapter with this. So I'm not going. Char is becoming one of my favorite characters in the series right now. Like, I think for me right now, she's probably like a good top 3, top 4 character for me right now. I'm really enjoying her in this backstory, bro. Seeing her and her mom crying in the cell, in this cage, and the mom is feeling sorry for being her mom because she could have had a better life. She's like, no, if I wasn't your mom, you could have had a better life. But Char, she says, despite the situation that they're in, despite being in this cage, having their bodies taken advantage of, she still says to her mom that she's happy because she's with her, bro, while tears are coming down her face. Like, this just breaks her mom's heart, yo, and it's just emotional. Like, this chapter was really good, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, this was really needed for Char. Like, I'm really glad that we got this, and it's the dynamics and the reasons why we're getting these characters, like, literally go through an entire mission, not only just to, get Char back, but get information. But Char, for me, is my favorite part of this entire mission. I could care less about the information, but now that we have this backstory going on with her, like, it just feels so much more impactful. It feels like this mission is more than just getting some information, getting this sword back, you feel me? So that's what I'm really liking right now. And then it seems like Char's mom and them escaped from their cell, and it looks like she cut off her own arm, because the guards are like, yo, only her arm's left, but they escaped. And then we end up seeing Char in like this vent on the side of the wall where her mom and them escaped to, and her mom tells her, like, Law, like, you gotta go by yourself, I can't go with you, I'm sorry. And Char's crying. She's like, no, I want to stay with you. But she's like, nah, you need to go live and have a happy life. And then Char once again iterates to her. She's like, yo, like, I'm happy, I'm already happy, I just want to be with you. And then Char's mother again is just like, nah, you can't stay here. If you stay here, then they're just gonna keep on reusing your body and all this stuff. Like, you can't do that. So they come in, she begs Char to leave, and then that's when they gone. Char's gone. But it didn't take too long for them to get Char back after they rebuilt all the equipment that was destroyed and everything like that. And then we end up paneling back over to Chihiro, and Chihiro's once again going crazy. He's just killing everybody in one swoop. Like, this is some Itachi against the whole entire Uchiha clan type shit by himself. I mean, even though it wasn't by himself, but you get what I'm saying. Like, the way that he's just pulling up, assassinating, and then just leaving, and then the paneling, like, the way that he's pulling up on these dudes right now, this is crazy, bro. Like, Chihiro isn't playing at all. Every time somebody pulls up, even when you even got these two dudes, bro, they pull up for like a chat, like half a page, bro, and they're like, all right, let's go. They activate their new moves. There's some demon cloak, right? And then in the very next panel, they heads just get cut off. Like, bro, Chihiro not playing, son. They not playing, but he know where they at. Chihiro pulls up on Char, sees her, finally rescues her, bro. Gives her this burger, you feel me? Gives her some food, and she crying, and she's asking him what took him so long. So she didn't lose hope like how it seemed like in the last chapter. She knew all along that Chihiro was gonna be there for her. She believed, because she had somebody that was willing to risk their life for her. So, nah, this chapter was a 10 out of 10. I love this chapter, bro. I think this actually might be my favorite chapter next to maybe the Chihiro versus Sojo fight. But I don't know, this low-key might be my favorite chapter of the series so far. I really enjoyed this. And yeah, bro, I have no extra words. Char and Chihiro, I love when they get the screen time. This is my favorite pair in the series so far. The only thing that I'm really looking forward to that's left is seeing Shiba really fight, because we haven't seen him cook yet, and we know that he's stronger than the cloud gouger force that they just formed. Like, we know that he's mad strong, but we've only seen him really teleport and use his abilities for evasion and stuff like that. We haven't really seen him cook, and I'm assuming we're gonna get into that next chapter, because he's still by that shed that was over there with those two guards who he said that was guarding something that seemed like it was some precious information. So we should see Shiba fight soon. Hopefully we get to see what he's about. But Chihiro got Char, and even though his body was in no condition to fight, that awakened Enten and his mental state just, yo, that he just soloed, bro. He just soloed, bro. Did everything he could, and he finally got Char back. So we gonna see what happens next. Sojo gonna have to awaken his sword next. He gonna have to awaken Cloud Gouger, and it's gonna be scary to see that, man. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about this chapter in the comment section below. It's been your boy Av. Welcome to the block, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But